You have probably never questioned the voice coming out of your radio, but you absolutely should. In the late 1980s, two impossibly photogenic young men burst onto the global music scene with an undeniable rhythm and an unshakable swagger. They were Fab Morvan and Rob Pilatus. They called themselves Milli Vanilli. Their debut album spawned 3 #1 singles, sold millions of copies worldwide, and dominated the Billboard charts for months. By 1990, they reached the absolute pinnacle of the music industry, taking home the Grammy Award for Best New Artist. Stadiums sold out instantly, teenagers screamed, critics praised their undeniable star power. There was just one tiny, microscopic problem: they hadn't sung a single note on their own records. The actual vocals belonged to entirely different session singers hired by a German mastermind named Farian. While Fab and Rob danced on stages around the world, real musicians like Brad Howell and John Davis did the heavy lifting inside isolated recording booths. Farian knew a basic truth of the modern entertainment complex: audiences rarely buy audio, they buy aesthetics. Fab and Rob looked like pop gods. The real singers did not fit the marketing brief, so Farian simply decoupled the voice from the face. For a long time, the conspiracy held together through sheer momentum and carefully managed press tours. Rumors trickled out slowly. A session singer complained. An observant journalist noticed discrepancies in live television interviews. Yet the public brushed the warnings aside, preferring the glossy illusion to the mundane truth. And here is the part most retellings gloss over: the collapse didn't happen because an investigative journalist finally cracked the vault. It happened live, on an MTV stage in Bristol, Connecticut, in July of 1990. The duo was performing for a live audience when their backing track malfunctioned. The pre-recorded vocal track began to skip, looping the same 3-second chorus phrase over and over again like a broken record. "Girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's," playing on continuous, humiliating repeat. Fab and Rob panicked, dropped their microphones, and fled the stage in absolute horror. The digital glitch acted as a catalyst. Within months, the entire manufactured house of cards dissolved. Arista Records dropped them instantly. Their Grammy was formally revoked, a first in the history of the Recording Academy. Lawsuits followed. Public humiliation was total. Career death was swift and merciless. Drop a comment below and let me know: would you have walked off that stage, or kept dancing until the music stopped? To understand why Milli Vanilli succeeded for so long, we have to look past the deception and examine human cognitive architecture. Psychologists call this the halo effect combined with confirmation bias. When our eyes are presented with an image that matches our cultural script of what a pop star should look like, our brains actively filter out contradictory evidence. We wanted them to be stars, so our perception did the heavy lifting to make the fantasy real. The tragedy of Milli Vanilli isn't just that they lied to us. It's that we desperately wanted them to lie to us. Fame has always been a performance of a different kind, a contract between an audience that demands magic and an industry willing to manufacture it. Next time you find yourself entirely captivated by a cultural phenomenon, ask yourself a simple question: are you listening to the music, or are you just enjoying the show you were sold? Subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating illusions.